Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Boulet Brothers Dragula, Season 5, Episode 5, the Monsters of Rock Challenge, Part 2. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Amateur community. Ding! And you can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Amateur Hour on all platforms. Again, we keep it cute, we keep it simple, and we keep it moving. So remember, do not send hate to any of the competitors on the show. Do not send hate to anybody featured on the show or any of the above. So again, keep it cute, we keep it simple, and we keep it moving. So with that being said, we are going to get right on into this episode. Honestly, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a great episode. There's a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of messiness, if you will. There were some parts I specifically want to get into, which I do have screenshots for, believe me. But we will start getting to all of this. We're gonna start out with this picture because I thought it was funny how the Blaze introduced this episode. Like since they had already filmed the intro for part 1, and they're just filming them pretending that they were. I don't know. I love when the Boulets break the fourth wall like this, and it's just really funny. I think the Boulets are pretty spooky, funny creatures, and funny ghouls, and I really love them for that. So I had to include a screenshot of that because this was just funny. And then, again, they were drinking a non-specific energy drink. Ding! So the episode's going to start out with the monsters coming back into the boudoir after the elimination of Jarvis Hammer. Excuse me. We are at a top 8 now, so things are really starting to heat up, if you will. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that. What was I saying? Anyways, right off the bat, they congratulate JK for winning the lip sync because, again, they did a really great job. And again, this was the first lip sync in Dragula history. Keep that in mind. Lip sync for extermination. So JK served it. Slay. Congratulate. Wow, I watched too many Drag Race. Congratulate Fantasia on her win. Again, it was a very well-deserved one. I was really happy for Fantasia. Yeah, love it. And then we have Fantasia asking, whoa, I had a Cynthia Doll and JK if they resolve their issues, because again, they're in bands now, and the band with Orgotic fans is Orgotic, Throb, JK, and Cynthia Doll. So they kind of need to they're touching base, seeing where things are. And right off the bat, we have JK saying, "Hey, we're trying to move on," and then we have fucking Cynthia being all like, "Well, you flipped me off during that lip sync," and I'm like, that was stupid that you're getting upset about this whole, "Oh, well, you flipped me off." But the reality is, if you go back a previous week, we have Orgotic throwing a drink on JK, and then everyone telling JK to get over it. So the math is not mathing. The levels are not being equal, and that stuff is starting to piss me off a little bit. It's definitely been JK versus the cast, and it's continuing to be that, and I hate to see it, and it's really upsetting me too, because in my opinion, JK is just doing what they need to do, right? Trying to, just throwing it back. And again, as soon as JK throws it back, they're like, "No, how dare you, so rude, blah, blah, blah." It's very frustrating. And again, you have Cynthia Dolls saying this, you have Orgotic saying it, Anthrop. So they're all, and then you have Anna for no. I mean, granted, it's a confessional. They could have prompted this, but you have Anna throwing her voice in as well, and Anna, this has nothing to do with you. Anna, why do you need to be involved? Throwing out things like that. Anyways, and also Throb. This was where you annoyed me a little bit. Because again, if you're gonna say, "Hey, JK, you're like my little brother. You're like this person who I want to help, you know? And then you just turn around over here and be like, oh yeah, they're annoying, and act like JK's the problem. Math isn't mathing for you either. And again, this is kind of consistent with the 3 members who are on the group with JK, and it's pissing me off. Because again, it's turning into JK versus the rest of the cast, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate that they're all ganging up on JK. Like, just stop ganging up on JK, leave them the fuck alone, and move on. Like, it's pissing me off. It is pissing me off. But it's a whole thing. I don't feel like getting into it right now. There's a lot to it. I'm gonna be watching Maddie's review because I'm curious to see what Maddie Rance has to say about it as well. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Twitter. I also feel like it's not always my place to say my opinion. So sometimes it's important to listen, and I think this is one of those times. That's what I'm gonna say on that. We have this conversation between Blackberry and Anna, where Anna's like, "Why did you need to tell me to wake up?" And then you have Blackberry, who's like, "I'm just trying to reinforce what the judges were telling you." Because again, Anna's kind of been fading into the background. She's been getting by on her legendary status, quote unquote. Not to be shady, just telling you what I'm seeing from the edit that we are getting of this show. But they kind of move past this pretty quickly, which it's fine. I guess there's a lot of drama at the beginning. Let's keep it moving, keep it pushing. We have this moment where the Boulets are going to tell them that they have to get a whole group cohesive look together, put together a group lip sync for the Monsters of Rock song, and then they're going to have to record vocal tracks. So this is where I was a little bit confused, because I thought they were originally using the vocal tracks in the performance on this episode, but I was wrong. Turns out they were recording the vocal tracks so that whichever team won the challenge, they would have those vocal tracks be used to be added into the song for later on. So it's part of the prize. It's not part of the challenge. So that was a little bit confusing for me. Again, that might just be because I've seen so much Drag Race, I'm used to them following a specific formula. So I assumed that when they introduced the idea of recording vocals, that they were going to do the same thing. Maybe that's my fault. I don't know. Let me know what you thought down below. Were you a little bit confused there? Because I was. We have Fantasia singing. It was cute. This episode it's fun. It's fun. We have them going through trying to choreograph things. New Hulu right off the bat doesn't really know how to play the guitar, how to make it work. So that's gonna be a struggle for her. Anna is feeling like Fantasia isn't leading enough, which again we'll talk about later on in this episode as well, because Anna was getting on my nerves a little bit when it comes to Fantasia. Also, I have noticed something about Anna where she can. Nope, not getting into that. Nope, no, not my place. I'm just side eyeing Anna. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not trying to shade Anna too much, but I'm side eyeing, Yeah. They record their vocals. Again, this isn't actually being used in the episode, so remember that's not part of the judging. So I didn't realize that until later, and I was like, oh, that makes more sense. Yes. We get to the Orgotics group again. This was a smart move. They kind of use all of their turmoil within their own group towards a performance, which is a really great idea for a punk rock sort of vibe. Again, use what's happening in the moment, use it for your benefit, right? Use that energy. And I thought that was really smart, how they all came together and kind of were like, we're going to make it happen, make it work. And I love that. We get to the next day in the boudoir. I love saying boudoir, where Orgotic is putting together the headpieces for the rest of the monsters, working on Cynthia's, where, again, they are plastic wrapping their head, also using liquid latex, and then using, giant horn thing headpieces to make them all cohesive, which again is a very smart move because it will work really well on the camera, as we will see later on, and also make them all cohesive. It makes them look like a band, a punk rock band, which again is the challenge. Remember this, right? So we have a better picture over here of the headpieces. Again, they look wild, but I kind of live. Then we get to Fantasia's group. We show Blackberry putting on their makeup, again, using sort of Kiss-inspired makeup style, while also trying to have their own individual style, which on the one hand, I think was an interesting concept to make them cohesive. However, because it is a rock band, I think they could have done things differently to make it even more of a band versus just people all happening to be together. You know what I'm trying to say there? I don't know. I'm gonna say it. The Boulets look good. I really love how Swan looks. Swan looks so good. I don't know, something about drag. Swan looks better, I think, in the giant headpiece thing than Swan looks better than drag. I don't know what it is. Something about it. Maybe it's the proportions with their heads and their heights, I think, is the issue. I don't really know, but they both look great. They both look great. Just Swan looks just a little extra, like, you know, a little extra there. Jasmine Bean is the guest judge. Singer songwriter, love that. I'm not familiar with their work, but I will check them out. Dali, I love Dali. I love Dali. Dali. Ah! Dali again with the drag super monster from season 4. Originally competed on season 2. I just love Dali. I'm a huge Dali stan. Always will be. Oh, they're so hot. I'm sorry, they're so hot. Like, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. Oh my god, I love Dali. Anyways. Dali's everything, though. Let's start with the bands. Battle of the bands. We have Chaotic versus Chaotic. I think it's a cool name, too. Also, because it works off Organic. It's cool. And then we have House Foreplay, which I also think is a fun name. Chaotic definitely comes off like more of a band. This is them. Again, like I said, the headpieces really work well together on camera with everything. We have Orgotic as the lead singer. We have Throb and Cynthia as the guitarist, I believe. And JK's. Anyways, overall, they were so well put together. Like, very punk. We have Neo Hulu on this side doing the guitar shot. I love this shot. This screenshot is everything. It's everything. But Neo Hulu doesn't really know how to play the guitar, and she doesn't necessarily make it look like she does, which again is we'll get to later in the critiques. But mama, that was wild. And again, this is just another great shot of Chaotic and how well they were able to work together, and like just it looks so cool. They look so cool. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's everything. Everything. Headpieces are everything. This is gonna be my thumbnail. Mark my words. This is gonna be my thumbnail. This picture is everything. Oh wow, that's just a cool picture. Anyways, I'm obsessed. This was a really cool episode. Really, really cool episode. We definitely have a stronger group, I will say, or Chaotic was definitely the stronger group. I think Saints Foreplay? Yeah. Was they were good, but they never really like joined in together. They were never like a cohesive band per se, as compared to Chaotic, which I think again the costumes played a big role in that. But I will say Fantasia and Blackberry were great. No shade to Neo and Anna, but like they kind of faded in the back. Also, this moment with JK and the blood was everything. That was everything. I loved it. I loved it. We get to judging. Look how good this panel looks. Look how good this panel looks. I love Deli. Anyways, The Blaze announced that they're gonna be the winning group is going to be who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Chaotic. Congratulations to Chaotic on winning the group. So they're all safe. But first we have to pick out the individual winner, who's going to be Orgotic. Again, Orgotic was the group leader, put all the headpieces together, made the costumes. This was a great choice. I was happy to see this. I think Orgotic really slayed this episode, really did what they needed to do. And I really enjoyed that moment for them. I was happy. We have Saint Foreplay in the bottom, and we go through all the critiques. Fantasia's given really positive critiques. Neo's they kind of say, like, we could tell you don't know how to play the guitar. Your costume was impeding you. There were some issues. Blackberry was great face-wise, sold the drums, very great performer. Anna faded in the background again. And this has kind of been a consistent thing for Anna, and I was worried about her going into this episode. If you saw my live stream yesterday where I was doing the roundup thing, I said I think Anna either needs to like come up with something big and bold or is gonna be the next to go. I'm just saying. I predicted it. Anyways. Ultimately, the bottom two are going to be Neo and Anna, which feels correct. I think that's the right decision. Anna starts saying that she thinks Fantasia should be in the bottom because Fantasia was the leader. I get what Anna is saying, but also Fantasia was a much better performer during the challenge. So I think that's what saved Fantasia. And also, I ultimately do think it was Anna's time to go. No shade, but like it was getting there. If she wasn't gonna wake up by now, like it's we get to the cauldron again. There's some fun moments. There's some drama. I kind of want to keep it pushing. Like, congratulate Orgotic. Yeah. Neo is feeling upset that she's in the bottom, but she's aware that she didn't do well and she understands the critiques, doesn't blame Fantasia. This is the point I'm making. Neo's like, all right, I'm going to take it in stride. I'm going to go in with a positive energy. I'm not going to let this crush me because ultimately one challenge struggle does not destroy you. And also keep in mind, Neo's also won a challenge at this point. So Anna is kind of starting to blame others a little bit, if you ask me, which I don't love. I don't love that. And I had a few issues with Anna on this episode, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to throw shade and I don't want to be mean to anyone because like they're all trying their best, they're all doing what they need to do, you know? There's some things that Anna's been doing that have been rubbing me the wrong way. I'm just gonna leave it there. And again, hey, ultimately for the extermination, they're gonna have to get tattoos. These were the tattoos. YouTube, don't flag me. What tattoo would you get and where would you put it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would probably get the eagle tattoo and put it above on my lower back. Yeah, I think that's the vibe. Almost like you get what I'm saying there. Again, you're supposed to get a trashy tattoo, and they want to see where you place it, right? So that's kind of part of the challenge. Ultimately, they get the tattoos. They both do it. So this is one of the tattoos. I have 4 tattoos, so I mean, getting a tattoo is like not big tattoos, but I have 4. Anyways, getting a tattoo hurts, but it's not like it's temporary. So I thought this was honestly kind of a cool challenge. Because then you also got to keep it for the rest of it, you know? Part of Dragula stays with you, which I love. Ultimately, the Boulets decide that the exterminated queen or exterminated monster is going to be anaphylactic, which again, like I said earlier in this episode, it kind of felt like it was getting to be Anna's time. She's been in the bottom a lot. They've been giving her kind of a consistent note over and over to wake up, get in the competition. They've been letting her slide by on her legacy. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Let me know what you think down below about this elimination. Did it surprise you? Were you happy with the placements? Let me know about all of this down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this season overall. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that share button, share it all over social media, and hit that subscribe button to become part of the Sandwich Hour community. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Sandwich Hour on all platforms. I will be back here on either Thursday or maybe something might come out Wednesday. I don't know. Season 15 rumors, blah, blah, blah. We will see. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will be back later with some more content. Have a good rest of your night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye.